Are, Namaste Dost. Welcome to our trip down memory lane, where we'll check out some really bizarre rituals of our ancestors that'll totally blow your mind. From ancient sacrifices to some really unusual burial practices, we'll dive deep into the fascinating and sometimes creepy world of rituals from the past. So tag along as we explore why our ancestors did these things and how they still affect us today. High up in the dry valleys of ancient Peru, there were these people called the Mochi, and they were around for ages, yeah. And guess what? They took their religion very seriously, so seriously that they performed human sacrifices quite often. Can you believe it? The Mochi believed that the gods needed blood to stay strong, like it was their version of protein shakes. They thought that offering blood would make their land fertile and their people prosperous. Imagine that. The victims, usually prisoners of war, were taken to special platforms where priests, all dressed up in fancy clothes, would do this whole ritualistic killing thing. Archaeologists have found some scary proof of these sacrifices in places like Sipan and Huaca de la Luna. They've even found ceramic pots that show pictures of these sacrifices, with all the details, like what the priests wore and how the victims just accepted their fate. Now let's head to the freezing cold lands of Scandinavia where the Vikings lived. These guys were known for being fierce warriors and expert sailors, and they believed that when they died, they should go out with a bang, literally. They had these elaborate funeral rites to make sure that the dead reached Valhalla, their version of heaven, safe and sound. When a big-shot Viking chieftain or a famous warrior kicked the bucket, their whole community would throw them a grand farewell party, but with fire. They would dress the dead guy in his best clothes, put all his favorite things, weapons, jewelry, even some poor sacrificed animals, and then put him on a special ship called a longship. This ship was like a Viking's version of a Cadillac, but instead of driving it, they would set it on fire with the dead guy inside. They believed that the smoke and fire would help the warrior's spirit reach Valhalla, where he could party with the god Odin and get ready for Ragnarok, the mother of all battles. Deep in the Andes Mountains lived another ancient civilization, with rituals that might make you squirm a little. The Wari people, known for their amazing cities and vast empire, practiced a unique form of cannibalism called endocannibalism. Don't worry, it's not as scary as it sounds. They believed that by eating the remains of their loved ones, especially the heart and lungs, they could absorb their spirit and stay connected to them. It was their way of keeping their fam close, even after death. Archaeologists have found proof that the Wari practiced this ritual for centuries. They've dug up human remains that show signs of careful dismemberment and organ removal, just like the stories describe. While eating people might seem totally bizarre and taboo today, it's important to remember that the Wari had their own beliefs and reasons. Well, that was a trip, wasn't it? These practices, even though they seem strange today, teach us a lot about how people in the past dealt with death, celebrated life, and tried to understand the world around them. Don't forget to hit that like button, share this video with your friends, and subscribe to our channel for more mind-blowing content. See you in the next one.